Welcome back, guys, to my playthrough of Hexen. My name is Bodan, and today we will continue with the second hub and third level, which is Caves of Circe. I'm playing as Mage on Warlock difficulty using GZDoom. Let's go! Alright, as you remember from the last time, we finished the level called Darkmere, also known as the swamp level, and retrieved the swamp key. We also unlocked one of the locked areas using our horned key, but we couldn't unlock the other area because it requires the cave key, which we do not possess yet. So for that reason we will visit the caves of Circe in this video, or in this part of the playthrough, and retrieve that key. And the entrance to the caves is through these ruins, and I really like the view of these ruins. That's a magnificent level, especially with this rotating sky, yellow sky, which I wanted to point out. For next couple of enemies, I'm gonna use my stronger weapon. I thought that frost shards are not working if you are very close to the enemy, but it appears that they are working. I just didn't know that. Alright, now we are ready to enter this temple. Now let's go over here and open this wall. I see an Efrit over there. Of course, he managed to shoot it. This ice effect is really interesting, but now I should heal myself apparently. I should play a little more cautious. And I really like the design of this dark temple with all those bodies hanging from the ceiling. And then also, look, we have 6 portraits or pictures on the walls. One of them is already revealed, and that is the one corresponding to the locked area from the Darkmere level, which we covered in the previous video. So we should unlock 5 more areas, and 2 of them will be found in the caves level that we are about to visit. For now, let's go over here and kill these 2 serpents. Then we can drop down over here and press this switch. Then let's go back, because where we need to go is down these stairs to reveal this hidden passage. There is the way to the caves. Just a little ambush of the efforts. This area also is dangerous because once you step inside, that happens. Now we can find our way in order to reveal the portal to the level we are looking for. And let's go here to collect all these items if you need them. Wait, let me see. We need to go to that switch over there. The switch will basically remove most of the obstacles. Let's wait. So now it is easier to collect the urn and go straight to the portal, which is over here. As you can see, we have another icon of the Corex and the portal to the level, so let's take it. Alright, and finally we are in the caves of Circe. At the start of this level we have some strong enemies, so I will be using my Arc of Death on them. Just because it works really well on these enemies. And I like how this weapon works, basically. It locks on these enemies and in most of the cases it's instant death. Just like that. Over here you will find a portal back to the Shadow Woods, but we don't need it. Instead we will go over here. Ooh, I really like this effect with the bats. We are in caves after all. Anyway, at this starting room inside the caves, we have 3 passages, and I like to take the one to the right first. Again, some more enemies inside, with 2 open passages to go. So I will explore this one to the right first. Down below we can see an artifact, which is a percolator. It's right on this platform, so be very careful to grab it without falling down. Just like that. Now we can proceed over here. the edges of this cliff is really narrow, so I should be cautious by using the Arc of Death, probably. Alright. Over here we have another teleporter, which gets us to the start of the level, but we don't need that. Instead, let's kill those efforts over here. I probably shouldn't have used that quartz flask, but that's okay. Also, don't forget to grab this chaos device, we will need it later. Alright, let me see. I took the other passage, okay. This shortcut is blocked, so we cannot go further, but we can go here and grab the scroll for the frost shards, which we already have. By the way, be careful and don't fall down to the pit, because that's an instant death. Now let's go back. I see the efforts that I woke up earlier are now here. They were just down the canyon. Now let's go back, and from the starting point this time I will take the central path. More bats. This passage is also a shortcut that is not open yet. But what is open is this way. And since we have a lot of enemies inside, I will probably use the percolator here, as well as my dragon bracers to increase the armor. See, killing pigs is much easier than killing the actual enemies. Alright, so from this room we have more ways to go. I'd like to explore the eastern passage from this point. That's through here. And that would be our first locked area, which requires the horn key, since we have it, so we will explore it right now. Just a couple of add-ins inside with the combined mana. But be sure to trigger this switch, because 1/6 of the puzzle has been solved on the Shadow Wood, which is our hub level. So we are done with this area, let's move on. Over here I think we have a small hidden area. You can drop down and collect the armor item. And look, the shortcut is now open, so we can go back. This time let's go this way. Again, we have 2 passages to go, and I like to take the one to the right first. The there are a lot of enemies inside, so I will probably be using the percolator again. Alright, and look what we have here. The cave key. That's why we came to this level, to grab it. Now let me see what options do we have to go next. I think that is the familiar area, and yeah, that's just a shortcut to the previous passage that was closed before and now it is open. So now let's simply explore the water areas over here. Yes, this fight was a little dangerous and I took a lot of damage, but I survived. And that is just a shortcut to familiar area. We will not go there. Instead, we can go here and collect those flechettes about the pit, but I will not risk dying, so I will not do that. Let me heal myself now. Alright, what areas we didn't visit yet? I think that leads to the other room, which we will visit shortly, but look at this sign, that's another locked area. This one requires the swamp key, which we also have, so let's cover it right now. I will skip that pass for now. Another portal inside. But we will not take it. Let's go here and find that switch that we need to trigger. And here it is, so let's do that. So now we covered both of the locked areas in this level, as well as collected the cave key. So we covered pretty much everything, except for one last area. And that area would be over here. Let's do that now. Be careful, there are a lot of enemies inside. Alright. And that is just the shortcuts to the familiar areas. Alright, we are done. I think we covered everything. The missing items and enemies are probably quartz flasks and some respawned enemies, but we are pretty much done with this level. So let's go back to the Shadow Woods, and to do that I will use my Chaos device. So now let's exit. And that would be it for today and this video. We covered the third level in this hub, and as you can see, 3 out of 6 portraits are now open. We only need to cover the other 3 that we skipped earlier in the first 2 levels of this hub. So we will do that in the next video, as well as play the secret level of this hub. I hope you liked it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you there. Bye bye everyone.